How's it going, folks? Just out the back here watering some of the plants this morning. It's just after 9 o'clock and it's heading towards 30. As you can see, the pumpkin plant behind me here is already feeling the heat. So I thought I'd just bring you down and show you something I found with the pepino growing in a wicking barrel down the back here. I thought it was interesting. I was topping up this wicking barrel and I noticed something strange, and no, not the mite infested leaves. I noticed this little baby eastern bearded dragon. These are a little critter we get a fair bit here in the yard. I mean, we're only 50 metres or roughly 50 metres away from the Bremer River here, so between us and the river there's loads of yards with heaps of landscaped gardens where they can hide and breed in. So I have a feeling the local breeding pair have laid some eggs pretty close to us and they've hatched, so we might see a couple of these little fellas around the patch. A few years ago we found a couple more. They were out the front. We nicknamed them Fred and Frida. Really interesting little critters. They knock off things like the grasshoppers, crickets, other small lizards when they get a bit of size to them, and they also eat leaves and berries too. And I've noticed that a couple of people that I follow on YouTube actually keep these guys as pets in the States and in other countries, so give you a bit of a better angle here. They're a very placid little animal, easy to look after if you're after a reptile pet. I prefer just to let them go here in the wild. It's nice to see them running around the patch. This little fella, he'll probably grow to between 1 and 2 foot, or 30 centimetres and 60 centimetres in size, and they think, from what I've read, they live to around about 15 years, or they can live up to 15 or 20 years of age in the wild. So yeah, just something a little bit different. So he's definitely an alert little fellow. He keeps following the camera every time I move it. Not too sure how long he's going to hang around though. So I just ducked upstairs to have a cup of coffee, because that's what you do on a scorching hot morning. And I come down just to check up on him, and I can't find him in the barrel anywhere. So I think he's done the bolt. I'm trying to work out how he got up there, because I don't think he could climb the plastic sides there. So the hypothesis I have two, one, he's jumped up into the root pouch there, and then he's jumped over to the leaves, because they are pretty athletic little critters. And the other one is he's somehow got up into the lemongrass barrel and come across from that way. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he pops up next time. Last year we had 1 or 2 over in this garden here, so maybe the dragons are even laying their eggs or clutches of eggs over in there. So he might have run off back over there. He might have just wanted to check out what life was like up in the blue barrel above everyone else. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that quick little look at a new friend I made this morning. Hopefully he'll stick around and knock off a couple of slugs and caterpillars and grasshoppers and whatnot. Yeah, any help I can get I really appreciate from the local wildlife. I also thought it'd be interesting for you folks who keep them in aquariums and such to see him in his natural habitat. I mean, they normally live in the bush and places like that, but they're quite at home here in the urban setting as well. So there you go. I'll pop a little link just up there to the Fred and Frida clip if you want to suss him out, if you're into, or him and her, it, them, out, if you're into bearded dragons and that sort of thing. So if you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below as well, and I'll get back to you where I can. Hope everyone's well and happy, and I'll catch you on Saturday for another clip. Cheers, folks.